Hi. So, looking into a video today, kind of talking about like Loyola and my experiences going here. Because I know it's college application season and that everyone's kind of looking at schools and what they're like. And I know for people that can't really visit schools, it's better to look online and see what other people think about them. So, to actually go there. So I decided to make this video. Basically, I'm going to start by talking about like the finances here because Loyola's a little bit hefty. Very hefty. So tuition is about what, 55,000, but when it comes to the total cost with like room and board and the extra expenses and the dining hall and stuff, it comes to about 75,000, which is kind of crazy. I actually don't know anyone that pays the full 75,000. Basically, everyone here gets a scholarship, which is why I feel like Loyola is a good school because of the scholarship money they give. Basically, the scholarships range from about 14,000 to around 31,000 a year. I know me personally, mine is like 28,000. So, yeah, I know people get a lot of scholarship money, which is great. Which definitely brings that cost down by a lot. And then with like aid and everything like that, most people usually pay around 35,000. So definitely nowhere near the 75, which is amazing because I would not be going here if it was $75,000. So yeah, basically academics. There are 13 colleges here. I guess I'll say a few. So there's like there's the Arupe, which is
arts and science.
We didn't get to that yet. My roommate said at College on Arts and Science too. I know Arupe College is like the associate degree one, right? Yeah. And then there's the business school, which is what I'm in. There's School of Communications, there's School of Medicine, there's School of Nursing, there's a law school, I'm definitely missing some.
There's a lot.
There's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot. You can definitely search it up all online on the Loyola website. They're literally all there. I feel like everything here is online, which is really good. There is 5 campuses here. There is the Lakeshore campus, which is the main campus, which is where I'm on right now. It's the one with the lake that you like see when you search up Loyola, which is really great. There's the Water Tower campus, which is where I go for my business classes, and that's like where the law school is, the business school is, and School of Communications. I feel like that's the only 3. There might be 2 more or 3 more, but I feel like it's just those 3. There's the Health Science campus in the suburbs, and that's home to the School of Medicine, and then they also have the graduate program for the School of Nursing there. Then there is the Retreat and Ecology campus. I'm not really sure where that's located though, but it's somewhere in the suburbs. And then there's the Rome campus. A lot of people go to the Rome campus here for study abroad. I heard it's really popular and it's really nice there. Me personally, I will not be going there, but because I prefer London. But you know, I heard a lot of good things. I haven't heard a bad thing. Class sizes are around 30 students a class. I feel like that's about the normal, right? 30, yeah. I know for the business school though, especially those lower classes, like the core classes, those are going to be a little bit bigger. It's about 60. And I know one of my classes this year has like 100 people in it, which is a freshman class. So yeah, it really ranges, but most of the time it's going to be around 30. I think it's really only business schools that are bigger, but usually it's 30. There are a lot of bachelor and master's combined programs here. I know a lot of people that are doing them. I'm personally planning on doing one of them. Basically, in the combined program, you get to complete both your master's program and the bachelor's program in 5 years, which is great. And also, when you do that here, it is lower tuition for your master's program. I think you save I'm not sure about all the programs, but I know for like the bachelor's MBA program, you save 20% on tuition for your master's degree. So it really is probably your best bet if you want to get both combined degrees at the same time. And then As a student here, you do have to take core classes. I know for the business school, you have to take a business core, and then you have to take the regular core classes, which all students have to take. For the regular core, it's about 16 courses and 48 hours, credit hours. I know if you're in like honors and stuff, you get out of a lot, right? Do you know how many? No, but you get out of a lot of them.
Tier 1.
Yeah, it's the tier 1. So there's like 2 tiers of classes. Which for like it's not for all of the requirements, but I know for like example, your science ones, like you have to take environmental science as tier 1, and then you have to take like a tier 2 class as well, which could be like, I think that's one that's like human origins or stuff like that, you know. So yeah, and that's for most of the core classes here. When it comes to credits, I'll say this: if you're planning on going to the business school, it's a pretty big major, all the majors under there, so you actually won't have a lot of options when it comes to choosing your classes after you complete your requirements, because it's kind of full. Like if you do get to choose, it's only like 2 added extra classes or 3 added extra classes. Where if you go to like, for example, College of Arts and Sciences, they're smaller majors, so you get to add more extra options available. So if you want to like choose a bunch of extra classes, I would definitely think about that. I know for like as a marketing and economics minor, like you definitely like I don't get to choose any extra classes. Like it's basically what's there that I get to choose from. And then the professors here, I'm gonna say this. Do not always the professors here are great. Like I have not had a problem with a professor, but definitely look at Rate My Professor. I feel like that's the only reason I haven't had a problem with a professor, because I actually look at Rate My Professor before I choose, and I follow those ratings to the dot, because if you don't, like, you're screwed. I'll say this, like, one of my professors this semester has a extremely low rating on Rate My Professor, but she's, like, one of my best professors, and I haven't had an issue. So I would follow them, but just don't take their word for it 100%, because half the time it's just people that like got a bad grade in the class or stuff like that. So yeah, I would say that's definitely true. Yeah.
Read the
comments.
Like read the comments. Yeah. I'll say campus life. It's here somewhat. So we do have over 200 clubs and organizations on campus. I know me personally, I am in the Pre-Law Society and the American Marketing Association, which are great. There is a club fair in the beginning of the fall semester to go to. I would highly recommend. Basically everyone's there and you get to talk to them, get flyers, whatever. There is sorority and fraternity life here, but it's not that big. If you're looking for like a big sorority, I go to a Southern school. Yeah, don't come here. Trust me. People do it. I've heard of a lot of people do it. They actually had Rush, 2 weeks ago? But it's not that popular. We don't have houses here, anything like that. I don't think any of the Chicago schools are allowed to have houses.
Doesn't allow it.
Yeah, so if you like want to go to like a frat house or anything, you would have to go to Northwestern to go there. So, yeah, I would say something to think about. But it's here. It's not the same as like a Southern school. I'm trying to think what else. We have like, I don't know about all the stuff, but a lot of programs host like different events you go to. I know me personally, like I like to go to the little movie night events they hold. Like yesterday, we were supposed to go to see Tiana, but it didn't work out the way we wanted it to, so we left. But like we saw another movie. What did I go see? The one with
I've seen a bunch.
yeah, what are some?
Lives?
Yeah, we saw Past Lives. What else did you see? It was like last week was Legally Blonde.
Legally Blonde.
Yeah, like, there's a bunch of options that you can go see, which are really fun. And that's every Friday. So, and like I said, a lot of programs are holding events to go to. So there's stuff to do. It just might be time like during class time, but like you don't think there's any? I've seen some during class time. No.
What?
Not most. Most of them are after the majority of classes are over.
Okay. Yeah. The program.
5:30 and later. Normal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. 4
Yeah.
4 or 5.
I don't go to any, so I put it down. But yeah, so. And then I'll talk about some resources on campus, I guess. There are a few. I definitely don't use all of them or half of them, but they're there. We do have like a career center here, and an advising center, and services. They're actually really helpful when you want help with writing your resume or a cover letter, or just want help with job interview tips or anything. I know with the business school specifically, we have like a Quinlan closet there, which is basically if you're going to a job interview and you don't have a outfit, you could actually borrow an outfit there. And there's a bunch of options to wear to your interview, which is really cool. I don't know if they have that on Lakeshore, but I know they definitely have it at the Water Tower campus. We also have a wellness center here, which is basically where you go if you have an illness. I know there's also mental health services there as well. I've gone there a couple times already. Totally free. I mean, I think it's including your tuition, but like you're not paying any extra cost. The only time you would actually have to pay an extra cost is if like you want to get testing done, like a COVID test or flu shot or whatever. But besides that, you're not paying any extra additional cost with it. Then we have the Student Accessibility Center. I actually use this place a lot. And basically it's for students with disabilities. If you want extended time testing, if you want like a private room to take your test or whatever, they basically help with that. A lot of professors mention it a lot because it's very helpful for exams, quizzes, whatever. You basically wouldn't take your exam with the class. You would take it at the center. And I think there's a center both at Water Tower and at Lakeshore. So yeah. And also, I just want to mention, if you want a service animal, an emotional support animal, they can help you with that. Trust me. If you want a little pet on campus and you have a disability, go check them out because it's very helpful if you just want a little pet. We also have campus safety here. I'm pretty sure there is 3 campus safety stations around campus. There might be a few more, but I'm pretty sure it's 3. And basically they're like the little cops on campus. You have to do a campus safety meeting in the beginning of the year, but yeah. Basically, all I know about it so far is that like if you're on campus at night and you feel unsafe, you can call campus safety and they'll take you anywhere on campus without you having to walk there, which I haven't actually used, but I probably should. I definitely should when it's cold outside.
You got late, Gabby?
And then we also have the writing center here, which is very helpful if you want help writing your not your exam papers, your writing papers, or if you want someone to look it over or whatever. And I also know that if you're writing something for yourself and you just want someone to look it over, like they can do that for you, so which is great. But I have not been to that, so which I probably should, but I have not actually been. Okay, we're gonna go to dorms, I guess. So we do have 7 freshman dorms on campus. Some are good and some are not. So I guess I'll name a few. Hold on. Let me pull up my little thingy. Okay, so first, I guess I'll start with Denobly. That's basically a traditional style room. So you basically have communal bathrooms in the hall. And that is double and triple style rooms. And it's singled under by floor. And that hall is actually really good because it has a dining hall underneath. So you basically don't have to go anywhere if you're hungry. And the dining hall there is actually really good. So, yeah. And then next I'll do Mertz. Mertz is not that bad. Mertz is actually the biggest freshman hall on campus. A lot of my friends live there. It's not that bad at all. I think people hate on it, but like it's really social. If you want a social dorm, that's definitely the dorm to be in. It's like a tall, like prison looking building, but like it's not that bad inside, I promise. That one is traditional style rooms. So you have a communal bathroom. I know with that dorm specifically, there's like 2 sides of the hall and there's 2 communal bathrooms on each side. So you're not really sharing it with the whole floor. It's just like a few rooms, you know. But that one is single, double, triple, and limited quad rooms in there, and then it's singled under by floor as well. And that one's super tall, so and you get a good view of oh wait, it's playing. You get a really good view of the lake if you're on one of the higher floors, which is amazing. Then I'll talk about the room I am in. So I am in Francis Hall, which is kind of like the honors dorm, but like low-key, it's not all honors students in here because I'm not in honors. One of my roommates is not in honors, so like you're fine. But I only got in here because, well, yeah, one of my roommates is in honors though, but the other, we aren't in there. I only got in here because I got lucky. So, yeah. And then this hall is suite style dorm. So basically, our room and then the room next to us share a bathroom. And it's actually, I would say, most people will say this is the nicest dorm on campus. I feel like it's a nice dorm. At least for underclassmen, it's a nicer dorm. And this one is single, double, and triple style rooms. I know me personally, I'm in a triple, so it's basically my bed and then a bunk bed, but the room next to us is a double, so yeah. And then we also have an ice cream place underneath, so if you want to get fat and get ice cream, this is the place for you to live in, trust me. Even though most people want this, like, this is the place for you to live in. And it's really updated, which is really nice. And then next is San Fran, which is next to the School of, like, Environmental Sustainability. I think that's what it's called. But that one's actually really nice as well. It's a little bit like Dino. They're very, very similar styles. San Fran and Dino. Yeah, they're very similar styles. That one is true. That one's actually really cool because it's a mixture of traditional style rooms and suite style rooms, which is kind of different. And that one's single gender by floor as well. They have double and triple traditional rooms and then double and triple suite style rooms. I've never actually been in San Fran, at least the hall part of it. I've been on the environmental side, but I think it's really nice from what I've heard. And that one actually has a little cafe place called Ingrained in the bottom, which is a really nice study spot. So, yeah, definitely check that place out. And then we have Simpson. I actually do not know anything about Simpson. Is it really nice?
Pretty good, yeah.
Is it like here?
It's not as nice as here. Like, the
Okay.
kitchen space is a lot smaller, but
yeah.
it's similar stuff, yeah.
Okay, so Simpson's kind of similar to where I am now, but like it's not. I think it's smaller, what I've heard. So it's not that bad. That one's suite style as well. So you share the room with the room next door, but it does have a dining hall in the bottom, which is really nice. Personally, that's my favorite dining hall, but everyone else will say it's not. Everyone else hates it. I promise you, because it's like super healthy-ish. There's like no one in there like ever, but I think that's why I like it because I just want to be by myself half the time. But that one's single gender by suite, and then it's single, double, and triple suite style rooms as well. So, yeah. And then St. Joe's. I actually did not realize St. Joe's was a freshman dorm till 2 weeks ago.
Is it really?
Yes.
I have a friend from dance who's in there.
I've never heard of anyone in St. Joe's ever, which is crazy.
I just said I had a friend from dance in
But
there.
no, but like I've never heard about anyone there, which is kind of crazy. That one is a suite style dorm, and that one has double and triple style rooms, and then it's single gender by suite. But that one's like on the other side of campus, so that's why I just didn't really think it was a part of the freshman dorms because it's like kind of far. But yeah. And then lastly, we'll talk about the worst dorm on campus, which is Campion, which is actually like a prison. A prison. I know a couple people that live in Campion, and I've heard nothing but bad things. Nothing but bad things. But that one is a traditional style dorm, single and double. So if you don't want a triple, I guess it is kind of good because I think it's like the only one that doesn't really have a triple at all. And that one's single gender by room. And I'm not gonna say what I've heard, but just know like you don't really want to live there. But I actually don't think they have it next year. I was looking at the freshman page, and I didn't see it on there at all, like for next year. So maybe they realized it was actually terrible, and they were like, maybe let's not have this here anymore. I don't know, but it's apparently not gonna be a dorm. We'll see. And then, so yeah, I would say top 3 are definitely gonna be Francis, Dino, and San Fran. But everything else nothing's really bad. Besides Campion. But nothing's really bad. And then there is 17 upperclassmen dorms. I won't really go into them in too much detail, but There is a downtown dorm called Baumhart, which is really nice. The only thing is if you live down there, you're not going to have the same amenities as they would here because it's literally just a dorm there. Nothing else. There's no dining hall. There's a gym there, but it's like kind of small. You won't really see people because most people live up here. You just won't have the same amenities. But if you're looking to study in School of Communications or School in Business, I would look at it. It is a really nice dorm. But just remember, like, you won't be getting the same things that everyone else will. And there are some nice dorms here, like Santa Clara, Fordham. Don't remember the rest, but yeah. Don't remember the rest. But I will say that everything here dorm-wise is based off a lottery system, which I would say it kind of sucks. I'm not gonna lie, especially if you're a freshman, because when you go in to apply, it's like you rank your 3 top housing dorms, but if they get filled when they choose either you or the roommate you put down's number, like you're not getting any of those dorms. Like I know for me personally, I got the hall I wanted, but not the room type, which ended up being a good thing. But like, but I just didn't get the room type I wanted, but it's fine. And then I know for like that when you choose the upperclassmen, it's kind of the same process, but you actually choose the hall you want. So it's like they choose the whatever lottery number, and whoever's first, it's kind of like you choose which dorm, not like which specific room you want. Not you don't just rank it and they choose for you, you know. So yeah. And then lastly, I guess I'll talk a little bit about social life here. There is none. Basically, there's no social life. I would say if you want to do things here, I'll say this, you live in Chicago, there's so much to do in Chicago. You can go to coffee shops, you can go out to eat, you can go do touristy things, you can go to bars, you can go to clubs, you can do literally whatever. There's so much to do, so that's why I don't think it's a big deal not having a big social life on campus, because you don't really need it. No one has parties here. They're not throwing parties on campus. They might throw parties at their apartment.
Georgetown might.
Georgetown might. That is true. But like they're not really having that much parties on campus. It's really like apartments and stuff. So I would just really think about that when choosing a school, because if you're looking for a big party school, that's not it. But people still have fun. People still go out. It's just not gonna be here. So I'm not gonna say what I want to say here. If you know what I'm thinking. I'm not gonna say that, but like, but like, you know, just think about that. It's a city school, so there's a lot to do in the city, but it's just not a lot to do on campus. So yeah, I guess that's all I'm gonna say. Thank you so much for watching. I'm hopefully gonna post a dorm tour soon, maybe if my roommates let me when it's clean, but